Hey everybody, the Johnny Kage here, welcoming you to another episode of the Game Cage. Today on the Game Cage, we're playing Star Fox. No, not the N64 version. We're playing the OG Star Fox for the Super Nintendo. Now, allow me to set the stage for you, if I may. The year 1993, the Super Nintendo in its prime, and along comes the future of gaming in the form of the FX chip, which creates video games in 3 dimensions. It's mind-blowing, man! Even if they do look pretty terrible. But everyone had to have it, and everyone wanted to make games using this chip, including the Virtua Fighter series and another game that I have called Stunt Race FX, which is not a very good game. Definitely doesn't have anything on Mario Kart, at least. But enough about that. Let's dive into some Star Fox for the Super Nintendo, show you what it's all about. I was just thinking to myself the other day, you know, I don't know how many kids nowadays, and by kids I mean people not my age, probably people in college actually, have actually played the original Star Fox, because most people have played Star Fox for the N64 just because it's an amazing game. But I don't know how many people have actually really played the Super Nintendo version, so I figured I'd give it a crack, and you'd be surprised at how similar the two games actually are. I mean, when you don't consider graphics into the mix of it. So, from the get-go, you have 3 paths to choose. I always go on level 1, because I believe that to be the easiest. I've actually never beaten this game, though, despite the fact I choose the easiest stages to go through. Maybe one day I'll get around to it, but with the way things work, probably not. So here we are in Corneria, the base. Star Fox team, our last resort is to counterattack Venom. Good luck. I always remember that voice saying good luck. It sounds so awkward. Anyhow, we got to scramble the jets. And we get our little R-Wing, which from the backside, third-person point of view, looks like you're just flying around in a triangle. I don't know, I never really felt like I was actually in a spaceship when I was playing this game. But, I don't know, whatever. Tiny triangle or not, we're gonna save the day. So here we go, stage 1, all ships check in. Ready, Fox? Or, okay, yeah, let's go. Guys, you're kinda coming in kind of unclear there. You might want to try that again. Yes, the days before we had voice acting. Oh, how times have changed. But some things have stayed the same, like Slippy is ridiculously annoying, and I'm sure there will be people yelling at me because I stole their kills, and telling me that I'm just a really bad team leader because I'm a fox. I don't know. Whatever. It's their prerogative as far as I'm concerned. So we got a whole slew of enemies here that don't really make a lot of sense. The best kind of polygon enemies that could be thought up, those yellow rings that I just passed and missed, they're the equivalent of the silver rings from Star Fox 64. Probably making a lot of Star Fox 64 references here. This first level, I mean, you got big robot guys. You had big robot guys in the first level of Star Fox 64. Mind you. I'll get him. No, you won't. Hey, come on. Yeah, that's right. Haha, take that, Slippy. No one likes you. No one ever has. So this is what it looks like. 1993. Whole open world to discover. I remember virtual reality being really big around this time too, and sometimes you'd go to really fancy arcades, and you'd see those pods where people would be standing up, like moving around in these 3-dimensional worlds, and they wouldn't be able to do anything. It's just like a world where you could actually move around, and like, oh my gosh, I see my hand. It looks like my hand's a video game character's hand. It's amazing. How easily we were entertained. That was, of course, before the internet. Oh man, so we got these little dog enemies. I'm not sure what they are. But all the enemies in here are very bizarre, but very bright. Actually, the best thing I can say about this game, because obviously it hasn't stood the test of time really well, is that it's got some really good sound to it. I mean, the music in this really gets you going. And, oh, here's a nice boost. Use the boost to get through moment right there. Oh, yeah. Gotta love that. Oh, of course Slippy needs help. That would make sense. Stupid guys and robots carrying your pillars. Here's your checkpoint for the level right there. So if you die somehow, you die in the first level, you always got that. And here's our, I don't know, UFO from Space Invaders. I'm not sure what the hell that is. Anyhow, he has a nice little explosion though afterwards, right? Oh man, Nintendo, they could do no wrong during this era. One last big robot to kill, and we're up against the boss of the level. Now this guy might look pretty familiar to you. In fact, he should look very familiar to you, because he's the boss in the first level of the N64 version, if you take the secret passageway through the waterfall. Yep, same exact guy. I remember the first time I saw it, I was like, oh man, it's this guy, and none of my friends knew what I was talking about, because they had never played this for the Super Nintendo. But that's a shame. That's their loss. Actually, you can get this game really cheap nowadays, too. I'm not sure if they have it on the Virtual Console or not. I would imagine they probably would, considering Star Fox is still a character that they use all the time. You know, speaking of Star Fox games, though, when are we going to get another one? I mean, I know that we had the Star Fox 3D re-release for the 3DS, but man, we need another adventure like this. None of these Star Fox Adventures or Star Fox Assault. Although Star Fox Assault, a little bit I did play of it, was pretty close. Oh, so that boss, taken out relatively easily. Do a few barrel rolls, victory barrel rolls right there. Alright guys, check in. I'm sure you're doing just fine. So far, so good. Jeez. It's like that little robot in Pee-wee's Playhouse that used to, like, you know, give out the word of the day. Oh, I can't remember his name anymore. It's been a while. Come on, score! Oh, 99! Oh, that's terrible. Silly game. Apparently not recognizing how great of a video game player I am. I'll show you. Well, now we come to a very interesting stage. Lots to talk about here. The asteroid stage, which, you know, there was an asteroid stage as the second stage in Star Fox 64, as long as you went that path. Otherwise, you could, of course, go to Sector Y. Oh, yeah. Speaking of Sector Y, really quick, I really loved that, like, 3-robot battle in the end there, if you know what I'm talking about. That was a great boss fight. But enough about the 64 version. Maybe I should have just done a game cage of that. Anyhow, this level's unique because it starts you off in a point of view perspective, which is pretty cool. I'm going to stick with it, although you can hit select and it will take you back out to the third person if you prefer that. It's not a big deal. One thing I do wish about it, though, is that when you did the barrel roll, it would spin the whole screen around, but you just see those green markings on the side spin around, indicating that you've done a barrel roll. So, little lacking there, Nintendo, if you ask me. But this stage is famous for the asteroid with a face on it. And for a long time, I just heard about this thing, and then I finally found it one day. And I think that there's some sort of particular trick you have to do to unlock it, in a sense. I think you have to destroy a certain number of red asteroids, which can just be destroyed with lasers. Or you have to destroy something completely in particular that I have no idea about. But you can Google image, like, Star Fox asteroid face, and you'll see it. It's pretty creepy, actually. And anyhow, you hit that with one of your bombs, and it will take you through the black hole, which was on the map. Might have seen, but it's not actually plotted on any course. But you hit that, hit the creepy face with a bomb, and then you go through the black hole. Whoa, things are getting really close here. Hit it with bomb, and then you can go through the black hole, which I believe takes you to a different path. Much like how in the N64 version you could go on different paths as you pleased if you beat the level in, like, secret kind of a way. Moving right along. Actually, you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of Star Wars on the NES when you have to use the Millennium Falcon and get through an asteroid field, but I'm sure no one has really played that game except for me. Maybe I'll LP that one day. I'm thinking about it. Very tough game, though. Oh, another asteroid. Come on. Where's the one with the face? I'm sure it's thrown into the mix with all the other ones. But, oh well. If we don't see it, we don't see it. But if you're looking for it, and you find it, point it out to me. But I'm sure there's something I didn't do to unlock it. Oh well, no big deal. Look at these crazy ring asteroids. If that's how asteroids naturally form, that would be ridiculous. It would be awesome, but ridiculous. Get some more of these red guys out of there. Take that. Nope, you're not the one with the face, are you? And there's the checkpoint. I also think it might be before you hit the checkpoint. It has the face one on it. But I don't know. It's all speculation, unfortunately. Oh man, I would really love for there to be a new Star Fox game, though. I mean, don't we deserve that? I mean, these games are really fun. I'm sure the 3DS version, which I haven't played, I haven't even played a 3DS yet, but that's probably pretty cool too. So, you know, can't complain too much. It is what it is. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, as they say. Oh, come on, I'm gonna get you, bastard. I should also mention that this is the only game where I actually prefer the controls to be inverted, where up is down and down is up. I can't do that on any other game, but a lot of people play games like that nowadays, and it's just weird. It's like, up is meant to be up, and down is meant to be down. I mean, come on, seriously? We'd have to make things complicated. Whoa, asteroids out of nowhere there. I don't know, that's just my prerogative, but the basic control setup, as you may have noticed in the beginning of this video, is for the controls to be inverted, and I never bothered to change it. I just went with Control Type A, and never looked back. So here we are to the boss of the stage, which, go figure, just like the first stage boss was like the first stage boss in the 64 version, this one's a lot like the second boss. But we can take care of these little panels really quick with a couple of bombs. Oh yeah! and then he shoots his whatever big armor at you, and then you gotta aim delicately for the middle, or not so delicately. The bomb works just fine, and boom! Take him out! Oh yeah, awesome explosion. Awesome 90s explosion right there. Oh, and we've taken care of it. Oh, awesomeness. Stage 2 clear, all ships check in. Hopefully I did a little bit better than last time, although I seem to feel like I didn't. I don't know what they grade you on. I mean, all my guys are 100%. I have a little smidge taken off, but isn't this mostly about how my guys did? You know, saving my guys, man. It's all about the guys. Oh, so let's see. What do we got? Score-wise, come on, come on. 94. Oh. Oh, well. Oh, hey, at least it's good for 1 Fox credit. Nice. And we'll go through the warp and get this awesome warp effect. Whoa! That's pretty cool, actually. I remember the first time I saw that. Damn, that blew me away. Anyhow, guys, that's going to do it for this time on the Game Cage. I hope you enjoyed it. Little look at a throwback to the original Star Fox. Let me know if you have any memories of it. Do you have any idea how to get the face asteroid to show up? Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. This has been the Johnny Cage. Please subscribe, like, and comment if you have not. And I'll talk to all of you guys tomorrow.